Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. I went a little fish nuts this week. Big surprise on that. Have a lot of stuff to restock, so let's get into it and see what we have. First things out of the box are, oh, it's PLECO. What kind? This is L59 Starry Night PLECO. It's a type of Ancestris, similar to the blue seam Ancestris, but no blue seam. So it's got the little white specks on it. Really cool little PLECO. I got, I think, a half a dozen of those because, well, I've never seen them before. Golden Nugget PLECO. This is an L18. Got a couple gold nuggets on this order. We'll see how they look. That one looks pretty spectacular. Let's see. Next is a baby monster. We have Silver Arowana baby. Decent size on this guy. Been coming in real nice. None of those egg sac ones. Here's my other gold nugget. This is the Stardust Gold Nugget L81. Smaller spots on those guys than the 18s. They're both gold nuggets, different variety as far as the color pattern. Here's another one of those Starry Nights. We should have a few of those in here. Oh, something different. This is Dwarf Anchor Catfish. These are the Haras or the Jordanis. Little nano catfish. Super cool little dudes. Green Dragon Bushinose. Got some itty bitty guys there. And these are the longfin variety. Picked up a few different bushinose on this order. Hopefully they all come in good. Those come in small but pretty. Oh, I love these. Restock on these guys. Sold out again. This is the Gray Leprechaunthus or the Sultan Pleco L264. 264s are indeed one of my absolute favorites. Got a pair of those guys on this order. Of course, you guys all know I've got a lot of favorites when it comes to plecos. Different guy. This is a lot spot. I got this mixed up for a high pan. This is actually a pseudo Ancestris, which is L67. L67s get, I thought they said 8 inches on that, so a little bigger. Something similar to like a Sunshine without the yellow on them. Really pretty little guy. Should be an omnivore. Really like that fish. Of course, I haven't met a pleco I didn't like. Here's another pleco, imagine. Pleco Nux. These are L134 leopard frog plecos. That's a restock on those again. Last ones came in so nice. Sold them out right away, so we got another pair. Here's something that's not a pleco. Red Neon Rainbow, or the Pseudomygale luminatus. Right males in there, I can see. Those are a restock. We've been selling those very well. These are a restock too, kind of. These are the Crystal Pies. Got a couple of them over there. Looks like one might not have made the trip. These are a little bit on the sensitive side for a glass tetra, but they are super pretty. Big fan of those guys. Get them when we can. That's the last of the Starry Nights. Use the box there. And go right on to our very next box because we have lots of them to get through today. Let's see if we have something other than a pleco on this order. Oh, this is not a pleco. These are goldfish. Been having a hard time getting goldfish in general. These are red and white butterflies. Red and white butterflies are kind of like a moor with color and a big flashy tail on them. Next is zebra loach. This is Bottia striata. Bottia striata are actually one of my favorite loaches, but I don't see them for sale that often. They don't get particularly big and they're not particularly obnoxious, so they're a good choice for snail patrol or otherwise. Here are Corys. These are horseman Corys or CORYDORAS equests. Got a couple over there of restock on those guys because they came through. Anytime they come through, I got a restock on them. Hard to get otherwise. These are whitefin tetras, or HY511 if you will. We also call them a candy cane tetra. Cool fish with a lot of common names. Next up we have fog talking cats. These are really cool Doridid. Actually, it's not. It's a Rhinodoras. I was thinking they were a Doridid, but they're not. They're a Rhinodoras bohical, if you like to Latin on those. Kind of a cool medium-sized, under 6-inch catfish. Go well in your community tank. Here we have some pistogrammas. These are pistogramma cockatoides. These are the super red ones, of course. We've got some orange flash over there. A few other pistos. The availability for pistos for us is really great. Don't bring them in because they're specialized, but if you're looking for a long list of pistos, let me know. I will get it for you. These are calico ranchus. Ranchus, of course, the guys without the top fin and the big lion head on them. Super cool. Splotchy little dudes. And here's a bunch of little clown loaches, baby monsters. Remember, clown loaches like to be in big groups and they get over a foot. So absolutely gorgeous. wonderful fish if you got the space. Things rolling here. Next out of the box is another pleco. Back to plecos. This is L201 snowball or angel pleco, Colombian snowball. L201s are incredibly popular. We've been keeping them in stock because they've been available. They're out of Colombia, so they're not super expensive for a really beautiful pleco. Next is dwarf petricoles. Sell a ton of these guys. Super cool Synodontis or African cat. They don't get particularly big, about 3 inches. They're appropriate for a community tank. They also do fine in an African cichlid tank, so pretty much anywhere. Roseline sharks are another incredibly versatile fish. I like them in a 4-foot tank or bigger because they're pretty fast, but they're small mouths, so they'll go well with small fish, but they're also super fast, so they typically won't be taken advantage of. Flagtail porthole cats, these guys get about 4 inches total. Another community schooling catfish. They'll school kind of like your Corys, only they don't stay clear on the bottom. Here's some Corys that look a little bit muddy. Some of them may not have come in okay. These are the Miguelito or the Virginias. We'll see if we got somebody that's going to need some help out of that group. A little over half the order left to go still. Lots to share. First thing out of this box is green tiger barbs. Restock on these guys. Haven't been available for a couple weeks, so we're getting a little thin over there. Very popular this year, barbs in general. Black angelfish are something we get in when we can. These are a nice batch of small black angelfish. Red parrots, restock on these guys. Here's one. I think we should have about a half dozen of them in the box here. I'll show you all of them. All the rest of this box. So there you go. All right, next box. We have oh, cool. These are red lizard cats. Not very red in the bag. They'll redden up in the tank, I'm sure. Red lizards are, of course, in the whiptail group. Nice little meat eater. Alrighty, next up we have guppies. These are assorted female guppies. Nice colors in there. Always got to have some ladies for those randy guys. Got some more males hiding out here somewhere too, I'm sure. More rams. These are the Alternose or the Bolivian rams. Restock on those guys. A lot of those guys through here. Here's some of those guppies we were just talking about. These are the guys. Male gold. Let's see, these are the yellowtail guppies. Oh, pretty. Very nice. Next we have diamond head neons. Restock on those guys. Been out for a little while. Diamond heads are same as your regular neon, same species. They just have a little brighter flash on the head, which looks kind of cool. So there you go for that. Here are royal farwellas. These are Stereosoma tichthys arius. Lots of different species of royal farwella out there, so that's why I kind of butchered the Latin and tried to tell you what they were. Came in really tiny, but we've had some really good luck with those guys being pretty hardy, so hopefully that will continue to be the case. Pearl spotted ANGELNPLECO. This is an L404, a different L number I had not had in the past, and you know, I can't let that stand, so we got a really cute little pearl spotted ANGELNPLECO, L404. Not particularly expensive either, actually, for a very pretty little pleco. Here's veritable Chromis morii. They're kind of like a pseudo Tropheus, if you'll allow the joke, because they look kind of like a Tropheus, but they have a bit of different color to them, and I don't believe they're quite as ornery as your true Tropheus. Another box here. Many people are going to like my pseudotropheus joke. I'll probably get done for that one. Here is 3-spot half-beaks, really big half-beaks. One broke. Nice size on these guys. Not a bad price on them either. They look like little Judagars. Nice, good-sized half-beak. Those should be a live-bearing half-beak. Here's more CORYDORAS. These are panda Corys. Restock, obviously, on those. We sell an absolute ton of panda Corys through here, so there's no exception with that. Pygmy Corys, another very popular fish. We have a few of those over there still, but like to have lots and lots of those guys. Only get about an inch, great for your nano tank. Speaking of nano fish, these are chili rasboras. Restock on those guys. Chili rasboras are your quintessential bright red little chili cracker pepper for your nano tank. Dwarfed gourami males. These are just run-of-the-mill dwarfed gourami. I was actually reading an article about the guy who first described those guys just the other day, back in the 1820s. Red-tailed black shark. Remember, these guys do get over 4 inches, 5 even, 6 even, and they're a bit pernicious. Usually one at a time on those guys, and with semi-aggressive or more aggressive fish. Here are black phantom tetras. Restock on those guys. Super cool, somewhat underappreciated schooling tetra. Really enjoy those guys. Running around in the group. Let's see, reticulated Siamese algae eaters. Another great algae eating fish. They'll do the slime and hair algae like your regular Siamese algae eater. And they got kind of a cool pattern to it. So that's a good choice for something a little different to pick up some algae for you. Alrighty, here we have green dragon bushy-nose. These are the regular fin, not the long fin variety. Very tiny on these guys. I'm saying it was like 1.5 inches, and I'm like going, only if you count the tail. Usually when you count size on fish, you don't count the tail. Calico ranchu, there's another ranchu for us. These guys have a little different color pattern than the last ones. Let's see, some silver dollars. This is a restock, red hook silver dollars. In a big school, silver dollars are super cool, but remember, red hooks are big, 6-inch plus fish, and they grow fast. You got that big tank and you want a big silver dollar, they are a good choice. Not a bad price on them either. These are duplicate cories, look like the Adolphois, that's why they're called a duplicate, I assume. That nice black bar down their back, super cool fish. Nice size on those, they came in really nice too. A little on the spendy side, but super worth it. One of my favorite cories. Silver hatchets, or let's see, we got silvers this week. We got some platinums over there we got last week. Always getting in whatever hatchets they have because, well, hatchets are cool. Let's see here. Bring this up a little higher. We'll get another box in here. We have some barbs. These are indigo barbs. Look kind of like an Odessa barb or a black ruby barb or a cross between. Known for getting kind of a purpley sheen to them. Super pretty, nice shape on those guys, so hopefully they'll color up for us. Here's blue-eyed bushy-nose. These actually have some decent size to them. I think I paid a little extra just because they aren't like little feederados. Blue-eyed gold bushes, nice regular fin guys. Cardinal tetras, restock on those guys, double restock. Somebody bought me out completely the other day, so we had a double up order this week. Ruminose tetra, another restock fish on those guys. Ruminose are on the tetra special along with cardinals and all our other tetras. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Here are tiger barbs. They are a barb and they are a tiger. Restock on those guys. Got albinos, greens, and the regulars over there now. Here are AMANO shrimp. These are heck on your hair algae, like those Siamese algae eaters. Great choice for your planted tanks. More guppies. These are red-tailed black guppies. So we have the yellow-tailed black guppies and red-tailed black guppies. Next is more guppies, blue neon guppies. Lots and lots of guppies. We sell a ton of guppies, so we keep bringing in whatever colors we can find. And last in the box is frogs. We love frogs here, and these are no exception. These are the African dwarf frogs, or the bogarty. Frogs. A couple boxes of feeders here. There's a couple other things in with the feeders. We'll pop it out and see what we have to offer. There's feeders there. This isn't feeders. This is shrimp. Looks like red really shrimp. Really cool, really shrimp, because I really don't get tired of the really jokes about the really shrimp. Here are Bloody Marys. Nice batch of very dark red Bloody Mary shrimp. And here are these crystals. Those pintos. I think these are, I have to look at them side by side. These look like they're crystals. I got some red pintos on this order too, so let's see which is which. Well, it looks like a regular red crystal, so I think those must be pintos. They're relatively inexpensive. You see they only have the red on the head, but those are those pintos. Cool. Not as impressive as that last batch of pintos, but half price, so those are cool. More fish. We have feeder guppies, so we're just going to end up with some of those on an order. This looks like mixed fruit that is glow Daniels. Your glow fish, of course. And here are some more plecos. These are blue-eyed plecos too. These don't look like long fins. I think I ended up double ordering my blue eyes. One of them's a little bigger size than the other, so we doubled up. And those other ones were nice size too, so that's a good buy. That's more feeder guppies. Here's something that's not a feeder guppy. This is, yo-yo loaches, the fish that knows their name. Yo-yo right across their body. Another snail patrol. And more black angels, small black angels. Doubled up on those this week as well, just because they were available, and so we'll grab them while we can. Those are supposed to be laced, but they didn't end up with long fins, they're just regular. Here are more electric blue rams, so restock on those guys because we sold out last week. I should have one more bag of fish on this week's order. This is some more little plecos. These are longfin bushies, just a brown longfins. We haven't been able to get longfins in just a while, so I picked them up, and that's it for this week's order, guys. Thanks for watching.